so y'all can stop playing with me. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
What's your name, honey?
My name is Rich.
Rich. I need a light, baby. You got better light, honey?
Dude, oh, that came up.
Okay. You ready? And turn around where the light is in your face, because that's how you really want it to be. All right. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. Let's work with it. You ready, Richard? Okay, there we go. Richard, right?
Yeah,
Get the phone steady, sweetheart.
I'm trying to put it. I'm gonna put it on top of the piano.
Oh, the piano. You got a piano in your house.
Oh
But
yeah.
now you're low. Okay. If you keep the phone right there, that'll be good. All right. How old are you, Richard?
I'm 52.
Oh, you look really good for 52.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What you do for a living?
I work for the Army Corps of Engineers. Well, I'm retired military.
Okay. Retired military. Thank you for serving our country.
Thank you.
You have any kids, Richard?
Yeah, I have 5.
5 kids. But how many
5
women,
daughters.
Richard? 5 daughters. How many women?
5.
You have 5 daughters by 5 women?
Yeah. Yeah. But then my kids are my kids are grown, and I raised them by myself. So
you raised all 5 kids by yourself?
Yes.
So every time a woman had a baby, she just gave you the baby and walked away?
Yeah.
Not
walked away, but you know, they were still part of their lives, but they stayed with me.
All 5 women just popped out a baby and the baby moves in with you?
Yeah.
Have you ever been married?
Yeah, I've been married twice.
Oh, did you marry one of the 5 women?
Yes.
You said one of them?
But twice, 2 of them.
Why'd you get divorced?
I was in the military at the time, and we just I was out there at the time.
Okay. So you're 52, but that is a lot. 5 kids. Well, how old are your kids now? They say in red flags. You might be 6 flags out here. Well, 5 flags.
Well, I don't know what 5 flags mean, but
well, let me get to know you more, but we started off right there.
Okay, so my oldest is 31, my youngest is 14, and the one after the 14, she's 26. So all my kids are older.
Give me all 5 ages.
One is 14, 26, 27, 30, and 33.
14, 26, 27, 30, and 33.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now one of my daughters is not my biological, but I still raised her. I raised her with me.
Okay, so you have 4 biological children,
Yeah.
but you're 5 Ukraine.
Yeah.
You told me 5 women though.
Yeah. And
okay.
Because I claim her as mine. So
okay.
You know.
When did you get divorced last?
Man, it's been probably 15 years ago.
Oh, okay. So you've been divorced. Richard, 52, yeah. Army, retired military, 5 kids. What's your zodiac sign?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. So Richard, 52, Army, retired military, 5 kids, Sagittarius. What kind of woman are you looking for, honey?
I don't like women that's demanding. I mean, you know, like I'll give anything or whatever, but I just don't want one that's dominating. So somebody that's probably a little bit submissive, that you know, that'll take care of me as, you know, like I take care of her. I'm not talking about like financially, but you know, just like spiritually, if I'm sick or anything like that, you know.
Okay, anything like
that's
that.
That's all.
Okay. Okay. What's your
I'm not real demanding. I mean, I'm I guess a normal type guy. I'm not demanding. I don't look at anything in particular. Uh, a deal breaker. I I don't know. Maybe because I used to be real picky, and my kids and stuff kind of got on me about being picky and saying that that's the reason that that I'm alone now is because I'm too picky. So I'm trying to get out of that being that way.
So let's start right there. What makes you picky? What are some requirements you have, Richard?
Uh, a requirement.
Well,
I don't have a
why I say you picky? So what are some things that?
well. I mean, because I had a girlfriend that laughed. I couldn't get over her laugh. Like she, she had a funny laugh, and I couldn't get over it, so I kind of broke up with her.
Was
I mean,
everything else intact?
I it must have been other
Because
things because
yeah, I get that. I can
yeah,
imagine if everything else was
yeah,
great, and then the last
yeah.
part.
It had to be other things. It's just not. It just wasn't that. Um, I'm just funny. I was funny about stuff like that, but I've kind of trained myself to be more acceptive of things, because I'm sure I have things wrong with me, just like anything else, like anybody else. So, I'm trying to be more receptive of stuff like that.
Okay, okay, fair enough. Do you have any hard deal breakers?
A hard deal breaker is somebody that's ghetto, you know.
You don't think having 5 kids by 5 women could be considered ghetto,
No,
Richard?
no, I don't because I took care of all my
This
kids.
can be
Instead,
true, which
eh, eh,
I mean, you should take care of.
I mean,
You should,
as a single father, I I've raised my kids.
fair enough. But if you were a woman that had 5 kids by 5 different men, they would definitely call that
I
ghetto.
see, but I would accept a woman with five
Okay.
kids, with five
Well, let's define
different
ghetto for you. What do you consider to be ghetto?
screaming, hollering, uh, uh, a lot of you know on Instagram and stuff showing their body and stuff like that. That's stuff that I don't like.
Okay. Something you don't like. All right, so no ghetto women. How about this? If she got to look a certain way,
No, you don't have to look a certain way.
do she have to make a certain amount of money?
No, because I make enough money.
So you're the provider. You're going to pay all the
I'm a
bills.
That's
All
right.
right.
And it's
52 when you do it.
okay. It's okay if they have their own business or whatever. I'm good with that.
Okay. You, you definitely look good for your age. So what's the age range you
Thank
within?
you. Uh, Probably anybody from 40 to 55, maybe.
40 to 55. So Richard, 52, Army, retired military, 5 kids, Sagittarius. Let's do the Kendrick Cam.
All right, let me see if I can sit this up straight.
Okay. All right, Richard, we see you.
That's good enough?
Yeah, we see you, Richard.
Okay.
Richard, when was your last relationship?
Uh, about a year ago.
Year ago. Okay. You don't
Yeah.
have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Uh, Probably 2 months ago.
Okay. What are 3 flaws you have to work on, Richard?
Uh, I think me being picky, you know, uh, not being spontaneous enough. That's
Okay.
probably it. And I think I got a lot of complaints about being my communication.
Okay.
My communication skills probably need some working on.
Okay. Richard, why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
Uh, I'm an all around nice guy.
You're
I
all
mean,
around nice guy.
I think I think that I'm a pretty good person all around. You know, I mean, even like my I, my kids' moms and stuff like that. We didn't, you know, we never had any bad blood in between us and stuff like that. I think, you know, I did what I was supposed to do.
That's what I want to ask you. Do you want to get married
Yes,
again? Okay. Are you done with having children?
yes.
Okay. You said 35 years old was your youngest for a woman?
No, 40.
You said 40. I
But
thought you said
yeah,
40. Okay.
yeah. But I
So
mean,
the woman can have,
I'm open depending. I mean, depending on the attitude.
okay. Um, the woman can have kids already, right?
Yes.
You mentioned attitude a couple of times. Are you meeting a lot of women with attitudes?
Where I live at, is not. I'm not meeting a lot of women at all because
Oh, I
you
think I
know
asked you. Where are
it's
you calling
small.
from? That's my fault.
I'm in Mississippi.
Oh, okay. I never asked you that. So you're calling from Mississippi. So what
Yeah.
type of women are you running into in Mississippi?
Uh, ones that been around with everybody that I know.
So you ain't meeting. So all the women you are meeting, they have slept
Uh,
with somebody you know.
yeah, I have to like if I meet somebody, I have to ask, you know, ask my boys, you know, hey, do you know such and such, or you know, because it's kind of small, so you know, small town. I'm originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, so
How long you
you
been in
know,
Mississippi for?
for 14 years now.
So in the 14 years, every time you meet a woman, she's been with one of your friends.
Not all of, but not all of them, but a lot of them.
A lot.
I mean, you know, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So he don't want nobody that slept with one of his friends. So do you want the woman to be in Mississippi?
She, she don't have to be in Mississippi. I can travel.
Okay. Would you relocate out of Mississippi?
Uh, it'll be hard for me now because, you know, my house and, you know, stuff like that. It'll be hard for me to move out of Mississippi.
So if it got serious and she's not in Mississippi, she
She,
have to be willing to come to Mississippi.
she can move. I mean,
She will.
if possible, or I mean, depending on how good the relationship is, I'll be able to. I would move. I mean, I can go anywhere, really.
Okay, or you can move.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Richard, 52, retired military, Sagittarius. He'll date between 40 to 55. No ghetto women. He has 5 kids, but really four women. He has the fifth child. It's not his biological child, but he considers the child to be his child, which I respect. Been married twice. Open to getting married again. Why would a woman be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm a good person.
He's a good person. Here's the deal.
I'm
This is gonna be
good.
the double standard. So I'm gonna say this.
Go
This is the
go ahead. Let me know.
reality.
Let me know.
Well, you're an attractive man. You keep yourself together. I could tell that. And a woman with your resume, a lot of men would judge her, and she may not have as many options. But a man with 5 kids by 5 different women, I'm still sure your DMs are about to be full.
Mm.
Not saying that. I mean, whether they should be or not, but this is just the double standards that are at stake. And
Yeah.
you, as an attractive man, you're gonna have a lot of women that are still gonna be in your DMs. Now, you did say ghetto. You don't want nobody ghetto. You want nobody ghetto. And some people did agree with me that 4 baby mamas is kind of ghetto. But I still think what I know from just the data of the show, a lot of women are still gonna reach out to you because there's a lot of women in your age bracket that are currently single. And granted, your kids are potentially, they're all grown except for the 14-year-old. Like, they're all out the house, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Yeah.
does a 14-year-old
E-
live with
e-
you?
e- e- even my 14-year-old is back with her mom now. She stays with
Oh,
her mom now.
so none of your kids live with you.
No.
That's the other difference too. Sometimes, well, most of the times, if you are a woman and you have multiple children or just kids, period, the kids are in your house. You know, he
Mm-hmm.
has 5 kids. None of the kids, well, they're besides the 14-year-old, but that's the youngest that would be in his house. doesn't live with them, and the other narrative too, the man is the provider. So even if the man does have 5 kids, he's paying for all those 5 kids. The difference is when the woman has 5 kids, it's expected for him to pay for your kids, and then that's
That's
what he gets.
right.
That's the double standard.
Right.
That's the double standard. So,
Well,
um,
I mean, would you call it a double standard? I mean, or would it be easier for a woman to date a man with more kids than it would be for a man to date a female with more kids? Because now the man has to take on the financial responsibility of those kids.
well, the reason I'm saying it's a double standard because the judgment is not the same, and I was just trying to break that
Yeah.
down. So,
Okay.
like, you know, again, if I was engaging right now with a woman, it might be a little different because you older, a 52-year-old. If I was talking to a 52-year-old woman, no. If you were a 52-year-old black woman that had 5 kids by 5 different men, everyone, women included, would judge her. Men would say, I'm not doing it. Women would say, that's a lot. The judgment will be different. Because you are a man, and because you're an attractive man, that's what it really
Mm-hmm.
comes down to. Because you're an attractive man, there are going to be women that are still going to reach out to you, and you're going to have a lot of options.
Mm-hmm.
And it just is a double standard. Whether it's right or wrong, it just is what it is.
Yeah, and it's wrong because I mean, me personally, I don't care, how many kids a woman has. I mean, you know, me, but that's me, you know.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do it.
Okay.
All right, Richard, how could the woman reach out to you, babe?
Uh, I guess through my Instagram, or my
So
my
tell them
Facebook
the
page.
Instagram name.
Oh
Say
my
the
God.
name.
I don't even know
Okay,
the
I'll tell you.
Instagram name.
I'll tell it.
Okay.
It's new B. Let me spell it out. So the word new, BN, man. So Nubian man, but it's NEWBNMAN on Instagram.
And it's the same like that on AOL and I think on everything else.
AOL.
So
You are
I mean,
confused.
yeah, I got AOL. I still got an AOL and everything.
AOL, child. All right, Richard. I don't know what is that your Gmail or your AOL account?
Yeah.
Not
It's
my
my
AOL.
that's my email. But it's like that on Facebook also and everything else is new BMA.
Okay. I want you to give me an update, like a week or two, and let me know how it
Okay,
goes.
okay, most definitely.
All right.
All
Bye,
right,
baby.
all right. Thank you.
All right. Let's get into it. I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, I don't make the rules, but I can share the data. I don't make the rules, but I can share the data. He's gonna have a lot of women that's gonna reach out to him.